wonderful world of Disney.
Back in history's pages, there's a story we all know, how the white man fought the Indian, so the story goes. But have you heard about the horse the Indians say sweat blood? The war horse of the Nez Perce, the Appaloosa stud. Appaloosa, Appaloosa, with your head held high. Appaloosa, Appaloosa, the proudest horse a man could ever ride. Outrun any other horse in distance or in speed. When the chase began, the Appaloosa always took the lead. The cavalry could never catch Chief Joseph and his band. The Nez Perce had the fastest, toughest horses in the land. Appaloosa, Appaloosa, with your head held high. Appaloosa, Appaloosa, the proudest horse a man could ever ride. Came from Spain to Mexico in the year of 92. From Mexico to the western states, the Appaloosa grew. The Indians said they liked his looks, his color, fire, and speed. The war horse of the Nez Perce, proudest of the western breed. Appaloosa, Appaloosa, with your head held high. Appaloosa, Appaloosa, the proudest horse a man could ever ride.
In the Pacific Northwest, there's a small band of Nez Perce Indians who still believe, as the old-timers did, that the Appaloosa horse is a breed apart from all others. Some of the young people, like Mary Blackfeather and her brother Dale, have inherited a mystical kinship with the spotted horses. The Appaloosas create a way of life for these young Indians, and the tribal concern shows in the high quality of their horses.
Well, we've seen every one of the herd except Sky Princess and her colt.
There they are.
No, that's Birdwing and her filly.
I'll bet they're up on the river bluff where we saw them yesterday.
I don't like the way she takes her colt away from the herd. Too much can happen. Let's go up there. Come on, Silver. Princess. Something's run off her colt.
Lion tracks.
Well, hurry up, let's go.
well-being of every animal was important to Mary, those close to her knew that the rescue of this colt held a special meaning for her. His ancestors were all part of the glory of Nez Perce history. It was to this colt in particular that Mary hoped to give all her skills as a trainer. Mary made her living by trick riding, although the tribal elders frowned on it. But being horsemen themselves, they had to admit her ability. So they let her raise colts and start their training, as she was doing with the little Appaloosa. The tribe had given him the name of Holy Smoke. Some delegation of authority right about here. Silver appointed himself big chief in charge of halter breaking the colt. Ever since he'd helped rescue him from the river, Silver made it real plain that he expected to have a paw in Holy Smoke's development.
You could keep him, Mary? Well, let's just wait and see.
Wait and see meant just one thing. Chief Greystone. In his 90th year, he had finally given up the saddle and taken the back seat, but only in his car. By common consent, his word was still law in everything concerning the tribal Appaloosas. His visit to the Blackfeather Ranch was as much a checkup on Mary as it was to observe Holy Smoke's progress. There had been some rumors that this girl wanted to train and ride a horse in the Hell's Mountain suicide race someday, and that wasn't a woman's place. The chief was almost flattering in his approval of Mary's progress with Holy Smoke. But when he left, he hadn't given her any assurance of how far she could bring the colt along. It was still the old case of, let's wait and see.
You know, if that old man had his way, every woman in this country would still be skinning buffalo. Tell me something. Why doesn't the council vote in some younger blood?
Because that old man, sis, has forgotten a lot more than the rest of us will ever know. Even though he can't ride anymore, he's still making it possible for us to raise fine spotted horses. The Appaloosa is coming back strong, sis. And I don't believe it would have been possible if it wasn't for the dream of that one old man.
When Holy Smoke became a yearling, Silver still counted himself part of the training staff. And to Mary, he was. She knew how deep and how good bonds of affection and dependence between animals could be. She knew he moved right even before she'd been on his back. When she started to ride him, he was even better than she thought he'd be. Holy Smoke was more than a big, strong, willing horse. He was a great athlete. off the river islands was a routine chore around here. The tribal horses accepted it as such. In fact, Dale's horse, River Boy, got his name because he liked to go in the water. Up to now, Holy Smoke had shown Mary only his strength. But there's a weakness in every animal, as there is in every human. And the scars of Holy Smoke's early experience were deep.
Think he'll ever get over his fear of water?
Well, he'll never be another river boy, but at the same time, he's got to get used to it. You know, he shouldn't be able to get away with this. His only trouble is he thinks like a horse. He'll never forget that experience in the river when he was just a few days old. Come on, Silver. Won that battle.
The tribe's annual harvest was their Appaloosa horses, the basis of their economy. In spite of the dreams Mary may have had about going on with Holy Smoke, she knew he was too valuable for the tribe not to sell. After all, he was the pick of the crop. There was money here in the pockets of many who thought of a horse as a plaything or a status symbol. A man like this would pay plenty for the spot, with no recognition of the pure gold beneath.
Now 2,500. 2,500 now 3,000. Yes, 3,000 now 3,500. Yes, 3,500 now 4,000. 4,000. Yes, 4,000 now 4,500. All that I'm doing now 4,500. Going once, going twice. Sold $4,500 to the man in the polka dot tie. The next horse to sell is lot number 23.
You know, there were so many people I'd like to have seen get Holy Smoke. But money talks.
If it talks bad, then it talks good, Mary. The tribe badly needs money this year. And the price we got for Holy Smoke can do many things for many people.
Holy Smoke's new owner went off with the best horse at the sale. He'd given a big check for those spots, but he didn't realize that Mary's magic touch didn't go along with them. A few months later, at an Appaloosa horse show and rodeo, a sorehead bulldogger named Gilly Trask and his rodeo clown sidekick, Wilbur Plogger, had some time on their hands before the rodeo. Although most of Wilbur's fans saw him only as a clown, the rodeo regulars knew what an athlete he was, and they respected him as a cowboy who could stay with the best of them. An all-Appaloosa horse show is a popular event nowadays, and the spots don't stop with the horses. A cowboy with time on his hands and in need of a horse. A man who hadn't learned that it takes more than money to make a good horse. And the cowboy's partner, Wilbur. All were in the same place this certain day. And this set off a long chain of events.
Hey, Kelly, look. That horse has got that guy plumb buffaloed. Well, look, he's scared spitless.
Yes, all he needs is a good thumping.
Hey, you've been wanting a bulldogging horse. Well, that old boy can get that horse out of the ring, well, I bet he'd almost pay you to take him off his hands.
I jerked the slack out of him so quick he wouldn't know what happened to him.
Well, that's what he needs.
I'm sorry, sir.
You'll have to be excused.
Whoa.
Having a little trouble with your horse, mister?
He sold to me as a fully broke horse could do anything. Boy, I sure got stung.
Yeah, you sort of did. You wouldn't want to sell him, would you?
Well, right now I think you'd be doing me a favor just to take him off my hands, fella.
Well, now, I know I can't pay you what you paid for him, but I'd sort of like to have him if the price is right.
Well, the price doesn't make too much difference because I know you cowboys aren't rolling in dough.
I do.
Hey, why don't we just go over here and talk about this?
All right. What kind of a deal do you think we might make on him for?
So Holy Smoke wound up at the training ranch Gilly shared with Wilbur. Unlike his last owner, Gilly knew exactly what he was doing with Holy Smoke every inch of the way. He believed in letting the horse know right from the start who was boss, and how you did it was to rough him up good.
Get out of there. All right, you guys. Come on, your turn. Let's go. Come on. Come on, you guys. Let's get out of here. Let's go play. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Hey, let's go. Hey! Now, how you going to do your act up there? Come back here. Come on, Chip. Sugarfoot. Come on. Here, Doobie. Scarlet, Rabbit. Cleo. Come on, let's go. Come on, Tex. Let's go, Tex. Let me see. Hey, come on, Adolf. Where you been hiding in there, Adolf? What are you doing? My land. Come on here. There's old Bridget. Go on out. Wait a minute here. What? 1, 2, 3. Hey, I'm missing one. Why, here you are. Come on out here. What? Come on out and play. Come on, Pee-wee. Come on, Pee-wee. Come on, good girl. Come on. Get over. Good boy. Come here. Let's do it again. Get over. That's a good boy. That's a good boy.
Man, I've seen knotheads before, but this one beats them all.
Listen, that isn't that kind of a horse. If you don't quit fighting the way you are, you're never going to get any place with him.
He's either going to be the best bulldogging horse when I get through with him or the deadest.
He'll never be the best the way you're working him.
You work yours like you want to, I'll work mine like I want to.
All right, okay. Oh, come here. Here, Mark. Come here, boy. You're not that kind of dog. Come here, partner. Come on. Here, Mark. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Get over there. That's a good boy. I'm telling you what. You're going to steal the act, you little rascal. You know you're going to steal the act.
Holy Smoke was still fighting back, but he was losing more battles than he was winning. It looked like Gilly's bad-tempered, rough-shot methods were paying off. Holy Smoke acted like he'd almost decided there was no use bucking the system. Gilly faced the upcoming summer rodeo season with a good feeling. On a horse like Holy Smoke, he could figure to be in the money. Everybody arrived at the first show of the summer circuit with dreams of success and an eye out for the competition's horses. Gilly's new horse got some savvy glances from the opposition. He was acting as cool as an old campaigner by now. And Gilly and Wilbur got ready for the action.
Pete, here's the bareback.
In the bareback rope riding out of chute number 3 comes Sam Blazer on dump truck. Bull rider Walt Baldwin on whirling dirt. And Bill Bryan on aerial artist. Chute 7 comes John Lynch.
do?
I'm going rabbit hunting.
That's a rabbit?
Look at here. I'm old Dead-Eyed Pete.
The next event is the bulldogging, and the first contestant, number 3, Gilly Trask.
Boy, that's a good-looking Appaloosa Gilly's got. Yeah, but just you wait. Gilly's pressuring him too much.
Holy Smoke had just been waiting for the right time to get back at Gilly. Held in that little box with his tormentor, the Appaloosa's smoldering resentment burst into a bonfire.
And he will take no time. Tough luck for Gilly.
Man, them wrecks gonna make an old man here. What's the matter with you? Can't you make it, old man? You boy, let's come and get you.
Boy, you thumped me.
I knew it was gonna happen, but quit your squawking. It's a long way from your heart. Come on in here. I'll put some of my horse liniment on it.
You got some?
Yeah, I got some right up here in the cell.
Boy, that thing's jumping. You know, one more go-around like today, and I might as well quit for the rest of the year.
The only trouble with that Appaloosa is he's smarter than you are, and you just won't admit it.
Well, I'm beginning to feel like the old boy I bought him from. The quicker I get rid of him, the better off I'll be.
That horse would bring a good price, Gilly. If somebody else had had him that just wasn't so doggone mean to him, they ought to get along with him fine.
Well, I don't know who that'd be.
Yeah, I got an idea. That horse would be great in my act. Let me take over that Appaloosa. I'll feed him and care for him till we can find a buyer for him.
By golly, that's just right with me.
Well, where in the world did you come from there, old Whitey? How are you?
Well, don't forget you have it.
Hey, look at all that added prize money.
That's quite a race. Did you ever see it?
I've heard a lot about it.
They want more entries this year. The same two fellows have won it the last 5 years in a row. They're going to make it a lot harder this year, too.
Hard or easy, it's still for maniacs. I say they ought to give it back to you Indians.
Well, you know, we did have it first. Our ancestors started to test the stamina of the Appaloosa. But we haven't won it in years. You know, our tribe raises pretty great horses, but I guess it's like oranges or any other crop. The best ones get sold to people in other places. You know, I had a horse once, but...
If any Indian could win it, you could. Why don't you team up with some other good rider in the reservation and try it this year?
Listen, I had enough trouble getting approval to do my trick riding. If some of them thought I was going to ride in that suicide race, I'd get read right out of the tribe. Besides, I haven't got the right kind of horse to take.
Hey, Mary, I've got a new animal act today. This will be the first time I've ever used him. Why don't you come and watch it?
Sure, this afternoon. Whatever it is, I know I'll like it. See you later.
Coming into the arena, ladies and gentlemen, is one of your favorites. The pride of the Nez first, Miss Mary Blackfeather.
every kind of horse blanket in the world, but this is ridiculous.
Don't panic, Wilbur. There's
Something's bothering you. I don't know what it is.
Well, anybody can see that. It's his coat. Look at those Appaloosa spots on him. He's a long-eared, breast-eared Appaloosa.
Many of you know that when a clown enters the arena at the start of the bull riding, his antics cover up a very serious purpose. Every bull is potential trouble for the boy in the ring with him, and it's a rodeo clown's job at times like these to decoy the bull away from the cowboy. It takes bravery, tremendous sense of timing, great athletic skill to do what Wilbur does, and many a bull rider owes his life to that stage clown out there.
Be careful. Watch it, you said something wrong.
Get hurt? I didn't
Wilbur
mean to.
Clogger, how could you take a horse like Holy Smoke and turn him into a fool? And worse than that, you almost got him killed. I raised this horse from a colt, the best I ever had. Well, in the right hands, he could be tops than anything. And then I find him in a stupid clown act. I've saved every penny I could, hoping against hope that I could find him and buy him back. This is the horse that can win that Hell's Mountain relay. Well, how did you find him, and how could you do a thing like that to this horse of all horses? Wilbur Plogger, you have no heart.
Well, I was going to...
Well, what have you got to say for yourself?
I've been fixing to tell you, but I can't. You won't stop talking. But before I tell you how I happened to wind up my act, maybe you'd like to know. You can buy this horse back if you want to, and at the price you can afford.
Mary started training Holy Smoke for the Hell's Mountain Relay over every barrier she could find. Because horses and riders in the first part of the race had to cover rough miles of every kind of jumping. Her ancestors had devised this race to test the strength and staying power of the Appaloosas, and she intended to prove it again. He responded as if he'd never been away from her, and he went on boldly and freely, but always in perfect control. Dale was getting River Boy fit for his part in swimming across the river to the finish line. Then they both practiced toward that vital second when the baton was passed to the teammate carrying it on to the finish. The race had often been lost because of a dropped baton. Every day, Mary could feel the power increase in the big young horse as they trained over the tough reservation country. Was also on Chief Greystone's daily inspection schedule. And his driver had pretty well figured out all the shortcuts, although some weren't as good as others.
Hey, Mary, hold out, stop!
Thing that should happen to a chief is a surprise attack by one of his own Indians on his own reservation, and by a squaw at that.
Chief, that girl's crazy.
Yes, she should ride in suicide race.
Exploded into all its color and spectacle. It was the biggest Omak stampede and suicide race yet. The whole tribe, dressed fit to kill, went to the stampede and suicide race, and Chief Greystone's blessing was on Mary, the first girl to have enough nerve to enter the suicide race. And every last man in the tribe had swallowed his pride and was ready to back her. For the spectators, the race offered two location choices. By the river, where the second bunch of riders would cascade down the mountain and through the water to the finish, or you could be in at the wild and woolly beginning. In addition to the starter, there was the official race caller on a high vantage point.
All right, you riders, line up there now. I want you to come down here like gentlemen. No rough stuff. Come on, you on the Appaloosa horse there. Get up here in the front. Look out there, you in the plaid shirt. Take it easy now, right?
Everybody knew the course. The first bunch, which included Mary, was to cover a 2.5-mile circle and return to the starting point, where they would pass their batons to their partners. The partners would race the rest of the way. There was no such thing as a foul. Anything was allowed, so long as the baton was in the rider's hand at the finish line.
Let me see your baton. Everybody, let me see your batons there. All right, you riders, straighten up there. Let's make this a real race now.
Oh! And they're off in the suicide race, thundering out of there and fighting for position going to the first jump. Over they go, and Mary Blackbird moves up with Holy Smoke to challenge Biff Lowry and Sandhill going to the second jump. Look at them open up. Carpy Carpenter with Skookum and Shorty Freeman with Brown Jug pouring on and rush past Holy Smoke. Holy Smoke is over and clear, and the field goes soaring over that brush into the hollow. Looks like they're all clear. Ooh, look out. Elmore she's riding on. She apparently has had all she can take of this torturous test against the river.
Come on, Silver, get it, boy.
Mary Blackfeather's first out, but it won't mean a thing if she doesn't have a baton. The Indians beat the Cowboys. What a performance by horse and rider. You can see why the Appaloosa carried the Nez Perce pride to greatness. Here's the little Nez Perce, Mary Blackfeather, and her great, great Appaloosa, Holy Smoke.
I told you if anybody could win this race back to the Indians, you could.
Congratulations, Mary. I have to hand it to you.
And now, the finest tribute Mary could receive. Keith Greystone. Here to give her the thanks of the Nez Perce Pride.
Appaloosa, the proudest horse a man could ever ride. Appaloosa.